Hi, and welcome. I'm Don Simmons with the International Sound Therapy Association. Welcome. You are inside the sound chamber. You know, this is having its 20th anniversary, October the 2nd through the 4th in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be an amazing event. Over the last 20 years, we have seen sound therapy truly grow. And in this 20th anniversary, we're looking at not only the past, but more importantly, the future of sound therapy. In our conference, we got some of the most amazing speakers and presenters in the world of sound therapy, one of which is here with us today, Narissa Young. Narissa, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
You know, Narissa, I love when I read what you were speaking on. You really encompass so many things. It's the vibroacoustic therapy and the
Yes.
integrating sound, science, and traditional healing. This is amazing. First of all, you come to this world as a musician, a violinist, especially.
Oh, not violin, but
Oh,
that's probably one of the only instruments I didn't play. Bass guitar, saxophone, a little bit of drums, ukulele, guitar, voice, and Greek harp.
of all
Yeah.
things, right. Tell me how you made the transition from music into sound therapy. What was that moment that switched you?
Well, I'm going to say it was divinely inspired in some way because I started to study sound therapy in 2014, and I looked back through emails and I can't even remember how it came into my life, but it did. And I started to study what was the first semester of an associate degree with Globe at the time. And I was really blown away by what I was learning. At the same time, it felt like new information, it felt like old knowledge.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was really, really affected by that. And I wanted to know more. Um, Fast forward to 2020, to the pandemic. And I was
Mhm.
out with my jazz musicians doing neighborhood concerts that were really lovely experiences and much needed in that time. And by the end of that summer, we had done 33, and I had a much greater sense of how I wanted to serve in the world. I had been doing music performance and writing and recording for many, many years. And I just really realized the power of sound and music in that moment and went back to finish the associate degree, topped that off with the vibroacoustic therapy certification with Kate Kunkel. And then at the beginning of last year, Kate was retiring. So I was able to purchase the training program, and it has been full speed ahead ever since.
That's awesome. Describe to me exactly what is vibroacoustic therapy? How does that
Okay.
work?
Yeah, vibroacoustic therapy in its simplest form is low frequency, so in the vibrotactile range, usually between about 30 and 120 hertz, applied directly to the body. So that can be through a sound table that has transducers. There are some cushions, some chairs, some sound lounges. I've even seen a few practitioners who have accessed floor panels,
Mm.
so we're talking 3 by 3 with transducers underneath them. The bottom line is to get the low frequency. In our certification, we teach pure VAT, so that's frequency only. There's also a whole world of vibroacoustic with music. So that's where you would have a track that has ambient sounds or instrumentation or other things happening. But in it, they've also engineered it for the equipment so that the low frequencies are triggering the transducers and creating the vibration to the body.
You know, this is really, it's based on science as well as traditional healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, how I'm at a loss sometimes when I think about the breadth of what vibroacoustic therapy really is and how it came about. What will
Hmm.
you be teaching specifically at the conference, and what will the people who attend come away with?
So my goal is to leave them with an understanding of what it is, how it works, a bit about the roots. You know, Olav Skile developed this in the 80s, and all the different ways that it can be used. There's a lot of different. I get a lot of different practitioners that come. It's almost always practitioners who have another modality. So anywhere you want to rest, restore, repair, or prepare,
Hmm.
it's a good place to have it. So I see, body workers, massage therapists, Reiki, other sound healers, physios, chiros, naturopaths, adding it to their practice as a standalone, in its clinical application with PureVat, or as a complementary relaxation therapy, or even, like I said, anywhere you're going to prepare, right? If you've ever had to go in for a procedure that's makes you a little nervous, how great would it be to be relaxed first?
Yeah.
And then everything that follows works better. So I want to give an understanding so we know also that it's not about magic frequencies. They're based in science. There's quite a good body of research that goes with our teachings as well. And just giving a simple understanding of what that means to the body and how accessible it is, teaching people to use it effectively, but also safely, because there are some contraindications.
No doubt about it. I've seen a lot of uh, therapeutic uses of sound overall over the 20 years of ISTA. More chiropractors, more massage therapists, more massage therapists are getting in and adding sound to their work. And with
Yeah.
something like vibroacoustic, it's a natural place for people to go.
Mm-hmm. It
Um,
really is.
yeah, absolutely. What else? How will the people who come to your class, how will they be able to perhaps use this information that they're getting from you? What would be their next step, if that makes sense for you?
Yeah, well, their next step would be one of two things. It would perhaps give them a little bit more about what they need to know around getting equipment, but also the importance of training. So, having a meeting with me if they have any more questions. I run the trainings in groups 3 times a year. And I teach privately also one-on-one if someone wants a little bit more of a coaching element or something specific to their business. I do get clinic owners fairly often too, who are putting 2 or 3 people through. And so we can do a private group for that. And then I can tailor the coaching directly to their business. So I feel it's going to bridge the gap between what is vibroacoustic therapy and where do I go,
And
right?
how
How
to
do I
really
implement
implement
it?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because I think that's one of the things that we miss in a lot of sound work is how to implement it in a way that's safe and up to a particular standard. And with
Absolutely.
vibroacoustic, it's very important to have that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's unregulated, which is great and not great, right? Sound healing in general is still kind of the wild, wild west, is it not? It's,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah, it
so
is.
I'm incredibly grateful to be connected with you because I'm very passionate about having people have access to the education so they can go out and do the best work possible and keep people safe.
One of the things that I mean, we've heard this forever and ever. You become who you are around. And when you are around like-minded people who are doing things of an excellent nature, you become more excellent. And I think that's why it's important for people to come to the conference itself and to be a
Yeah.
part of that growing excellence. That's
I
awesome.
couldn't agree more, Dawn. And in my work teaching, I'm often like this. I'm one-on-one over Zoom. And some people are in smaller communities and they feel isolated. I'm really encouraging everybody, come to the conference. We're going to be able to not only meet in person, but share our ideas, have an hour or two, to sit and chat about it, attend some of the other workshops together. So I'm really also passionate about building community, if you can't tell already, but
Yeah,
I want to go and vibe with my tribe, essentially. I want to go be with
yeah,
other people that just get it and go learn some new things as well.
yeah. Being in community is so important to raise that vibration. Thank you.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you would like to say? Bring up.
Well, I could sing you a little song. No, I'm kidding. It's
Do
so
you have your
echoey in here.
do you have your
Where I am.
ukulele? That would be awesome.
There's a guitar and a bouzouki on the wall over there, but I did leave my Greek harp at the house.
Okay.
No, I just want to say I'm an open book. If anybody wants to have a chat with me or a meeting with me for vibroacoustic or tuning forks or world peace or whatever, I'm open. It doesn't mean that they have to, join the certification or anything. So
I
I'm here.
love that.
Yeah.
Education, raising the level of excellence. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Narissa, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. I look forward to meeting you in person at
Yeah,
the
me
ISTA
too.
conference. That sounds great. Thank you so much. Remember, ISTA is having its 20th anniversary in Atlanta, Georgia, October the 2nd through the 4th. and that's going to be in Atlanta. So get your tickets now, get your hotel room now. It's all going to happen at the Omni Downtown in Atlanta. Thank you so much, and I'm Don Reed Simmons, and you are inside the Sound Chamber.